Hello guys, my name is Noel and you are welcome to my YouTube channel, right? They call me the Human Investor. Yes, that's what I am. So today I'm going to explain to you how to show evidence of proof of fund when you want to apply for visa to study in Luxembourg. Evidence of proof of fund. What do you need to have as evidence of proof of fund if you are coming to study in Luxembourg? I'm going to show you that today. Okay? So, basically, if you are coming to Luxembourg, for example, you need to show that you have enough resources for your studies, covering residence charges and return charges. Resources and money in the account must be at least 80% of the total of the actual social inclusion income in Luxembourg. 80% of the actual social inclusion income in Luxembourg. Based on my research, the social inclusion income in Luxembourg, according to the current scale since January 1st, 2019, was €1,452. So you need 80% of that. However, the social inclusion income is adopted regularly and it is subject to change from time to time. And based on that, I contacted the immigration department in Luxembourg to clarify, the actual amount an applicant should have when making the application for the authorization to stay in Luxembourg. And here are the response that I got from them when I sent them an email today. Today is 1st of February 2023. First point, the amount to have as a proof of fund for one academic year is up to €15,190. €15,190. That is €1,265 monthly times 12. That will give you roughly €15,190. If you can prove that you get a monthly or you receive a monthly income, for example, work contract, free accommodation, this will be taken into account for the calculation of the proof of financial resources. If you want to use the sponsorship letter of your father, for example, you will have to prove that you get a monthly transaction of minimum of €1,265 on your European bank account. You can also prove this by sending a bank certificate from an European bank with €15,190 or more on it. Material advantages granted to students such as free accommodation or remuneration from a work 15 hours per week are also taken into account. So I asked them further questions via email to clarify some point that I want to be sure about before I make this video. And here are the questions that I asked them, and also the responses are also here. First question I asked was this: is it compulsory that the money be in the European bank account of the applicant? Can an African bank, for example, can a statement from African bank, for example, Nigeria, be used? Here is the response, the answer to that question. An African bank account is possible to show in order to get the authorization to stay in Luxembourg. But once arrived in Luxembourg, you are encouraged to get an European bank account which facilitates the procedure. Question 2. If an applicant wants to use a sponsorship letter from his father, for example, but the father has no European bank account, can the statement of account be issued by a foreign bank, for example, the local bank of where the father resides, in local currency, which is equivalent to the required amount in euro? The answer is yes, but the student will have to prove that he or she gets a monthly transfer on an European bank account of €1,265 from the father's account. Okay, and the final question that I asked them today is this. Also, must the money be in euro even if it is coming from abroad? The response is this. It is preferable if it arrives in euro, as the money is there to be spent in Europe anywhere. Okay, fair enough. Logically, it's logical, right? So, apart from this proof of fund which you must provide, you also need to know other supporting documents that you have to include in your application. One, a copy of a valid passport in its entirety. That means all the pages of your passport, you have to get the copies. Two, if applicable, a copy of the residence permit in another member state of the European Union if the students already reside in the Schengen area. Three, a recent extract from his or her police record, for example, criminal record check from your country or wherever you are residing. Four, proof of admission in a higher education institution in Luxembourg, e.g. University of Luxembourg. Five, parental authorization if the student has not reached the age of 18. Six, proof of health insurance. Seven, proof of fund, as I've explained earlier. Decision time is about 60 days for a complete application. So make sure you have all your application complete before making your, make sure you have all your documents complete before making your application, right? If granted, you will receive a temporary authorization to stay, which is valid for 90 days. During these 90 days, you must request a visa to enter the Schengen area. For example, if you're from Nigeria and you have made your application and then it was granted, they sent to you the letter of temporary authorization to stay. You need to go to Belgian embassy, for example, in Nigeria, because Luxembourg has no embassy in Nigeria, at least as of today. But they use Belgian embassy, I think it's in Abuja, for their consular and visa services. So once they grant you this temporary authorization to stay, you need to go to Belgian embassy to get the visa that you use to enter the Schengen area, including Luxembourg. And the application should be sent, application for the authorization to stay, the very first one you're going to make from your country, you have to send it to the Ministry of Foreign and European Affairs, Directorate of Immigration, Foreigner Service, 26 Route de Lyon, Luxembourg. You have to send the very first application for authorization to stay to their office in Luxembourg. So that's all I have for you today, but I have to disclose this. I am not an immigration agent. I do not work for any immigration authority or any agency of government whatsoever. The information I'm giving to you in this video is based on my personal research and the response that I got from the inquiry that I sent to the appropriate authority today. So based on my personal research and the response I got from the Immigration Department in Luxembourg, I compiled all this information to present them to you guys in this video. So please, if you need further information, if you need any consular assistance or help or whatever, please contact the appropriate authorities in charge. Okay? I am not an immigration agent. I am not an immigration lawyer. Please do not contact me to help you with immigration matter. Okay? I'm only here to give you the right information that will. Feel free to drop your question below the comment section. I will respond to them as soon as I see them and as fast as I can. Okay? Don't forget, like this video, smash the like button, share this video, and please keep the conversation going. You have the power to bend reality and create the future that you want. The success you're looking for is always inside of you. Stop chasing other people's goals. Discover who you are. Develop your skills and talent, and then unleash them to your world. And let the world see your greatness, because it has to count. Remember, when you have what people are looking for, they will find you. when you have what people are looking for, don't worry, they will find you. And when they do so, your success becomes obvious. I am the one investor. Thank you, and bye for now.